So I recently came up with a new way to film anime reviews. I watched the first 2 episodes and then review those 2 in my first impression, and then I'll do the rest. So I'll do the first 2 episode review for Terror and Resonance, and then later on I will be doing the full review and put it together. So this anime is pretty interesting. Since I got this one on Blu-ray, it looks really great, but it starts off with 2 mysterious figures stealing some radioactive materials from a facility, leaving a trademark VON, and then we cut to a hot summer day where 2 students are joining a school. One is like a cold, tall-looking man. Oh, well, he's a teenager, I guess. He looks like James Gordon Jr., you know, cold demeanor. And then the other one looks like an imp, like the buddy of Lelouch from Code Geass. Anyways, these 2 are dangerous terrorists, however. They create a video saying that they're going to there's going to be a blackout, and then they cause the blackout and they blow up a building. However, they do manage to evacuate the building before they destroy it. So we don't know why they did this, but something happens, and basically a shy, bullied girl gets sort of involved, and she ends up becoming saved by them. So she knows their, dark secret. However, you're not really sure why they let her live. Maybe because, if they were to kill her, it would leave clues to something, or maybe they have like a higher morality thing where they don't want people to die. They just want to destroy things. So pretty interesting first episode, high stakes, lots of stuff going on. The second episode is about the police mainly, how they're reacting to this. And I didn't realize that this actually has some sort of hidden war sort of thing. I just glanced it on the back of the DVD, so I'm going to read it right now. It's about an alternate version of the president. Tokyo has been decimated by a terrorist attack. Yeah, it's an alternate version of the present. So there's like a war or something that happened and it affected one of the 2 teenagers. That's why they want to do this. But we're not sure why. I've only watched the first 2 episodes, and definitely will be. It piqued my interest. They introduce a cop character who's going to, match wits with them. So I'm going to continue watching. We'll see where it goes. All right, so I just finished watching Terror and Resonance. So this will be the other half of the review. After watching the first 2 episodes, you keep going and the plot develops further. This show is very similar to V for Vendetta meets Death Note, which is a great sort of prompt concept. However, I finally realized why I wanted to check out this anime. It's because it's directed by Shinichiro Watanabe, who also did Cowboy Bebop. So that was obviously the reason why this series has more clout. And I really enjoyed the middle section of this anime. There's only 11 episodes. So the middle section throws in a twist to sort of turn the tables on our terrorist heroes. And it gets more interesting, and you get the sort of Death Note vibes. However, as we're winding down to the finale, the series feels a little rushed. Most anime shows, regardless of how, they're concepted, either whether they're based off a manga or whatever, usually are 12 episodes. It's always 12 episodes, but for some reason this one's only 11. And I guess it felt like they ran out of story, I guess, because the last episode is very rushed and our heroes don't really get much to do. Everything's sort of pulled out of their hands. And I don't know what kind of story they're trying to tell. It kind of feels a little moot at the end there. And they do have this sort of bittersweet sort of thing going on. But overall, it doesn't quite stick the landing. The series is fun in terms of just, watching it for the middle section where it gets, they throw a wrench in the plot. But overall, I feel like the character of Lisa is kind of pointless. She doesn't do much in the story, and it gets a little cliche, and I don't know, say it almost feels like the writer was kind of just like, I don't really know what to do, so just end it here, and I guess that's what you get. So Terror and Resonance is worth checking out if you're into the animation or the director, but it's not, like a recommendation for me. It's not like drop everything, go watch it right now. I mean, it looks great on Blu-ray, but the it sort of fizzles out before the end there, and I like the middle part the best out of any other parts of the story. And it kind of feels like they sort of had to tie everything up quickly, and they couldn't let it breathe for one more episode because they couldn't come up with anything else. So overall, Terror and Resonance is okay. I give it a middle score somewhere. I don't really rate anime. I just say watch it or don't watch it. This one's a so-so sort of show. You can watch it if you want to, but it's only okay.